Hey guys, I know that this is a little weird because I'm inside instead of outside, but the storms are going on outside, so I thought it was safer if I came inside. We are going to start this video out by reviewing from the other first aid videos that I have posted, and then we will get started on some scenarios and things like that. The first thing I want to review is that if you are not sure whether it's an emergency, it's always best to call 911 and let trained emergency personnel make the decisions. So I always say, when in doubt, call 911. Next, a first aid kit usually contains Band-Aids, gauze, tape, scissors, and first aid cream. If you don't have a first aid kit already, I would definitely recommend going to Walmart or CVS, Walgreens, and buying you a cheap one. This one's important. You always want to restock your first aid kit when you use it. That way, the next time you need to use it, you will have all of the supplies that you need. The last thing that I want to review with you is that there are some injuries that you can take care of without calling 911, such as small cuts and scrapes, nosebleeds, choking, or a minor burn. Now we are going to focus on what life-threatening emergencies are. 911 should always be called when there is severe or bad bleeding, unconsciousness, no breathing or difficulty breathing, and no pulse. Let's take a look at some more information about calling 911. Let's talk about some key points when calling 911. The American Red Cross first aid classes have the 3 C's when checking someone who is in distress or who is hurt. Let's take a look at those. The first C is to check the scene and the victim or the person who's hurt. Once you've checked the scene and the victim, you will then call 911. Once you have called 911, you will care for the victim. The 911 dispatcher will help you through this. The best action in an emergency is to always call 911 and let the emergency services take care of the situation. Even if you cannot speak, emergency services will be sent to you. The 911 operator, also called the 911 dispatcher, will give you instructions on how to handle the situation until help can get there. The 911 dispatcher will make the decision on whether or not the emergency is life-threatening or not life-threatening. Never hang up on the 911 dispatcher unless you are told to do so. If you call 911 from a work phone or from a home phone, then the 911 dispatcher can tell where the location is. If you call from a cell phone, be prepared to tell them where you are located. You need to know how to dial 911 from home, when you're out in public, and when you're at work. For the scenarios that we are going to do in a few moments, I want you to practice or pretend to call 911. You can use your cell phone without actually calling 911, or you can use your hand, but I want you to practice actually calling 911 and telling them what's wrong and following the steps. Here are the steps that I want you to practice with when you are going through these scenarios. If you are calling 911 from a home phone, you will first pick up the phone. Second, listen for a dial tone. Third, dial 911. Fourth, say what is wrong. I need help. 5. Stay on the phone. Don't hang up. If you are calling 911 from a cell phone, you'll follow these steps. 1. Call 911 on the keypad. 2. Push the send or call button. 3. State what is wrong. I need help. 4. State the location. And 5. Stay on the phone. Don't hang up. Now we're going to move into the scenarios. Scenario 1. Bike accident. The victim is sitting on the ground on the side of the road holding his ankle. Pause the video and practice calling 911 and reporting what has happened. Scenario 2. Possible heart attack. Your friend is complaining of shortness of breath and clutches his chest. Pause the video and practice calling 911. Scenario 3. Head injury. A child is lying unconscious on the playground after falling off the playground equipment and hitting his head. Pause the video and practice calling 911 to report this emergency. Scenario 4. Choking and blocked airway. An elderly woman is eating lunch in a restaurant. She begins to cough. Her face turns red and she cannot get any air. Pause the video and practice calling 911. You need to know emergency contact numbers besides the ones that you would contact in a non-emergency. Each city has a different number for who to call, but I have included the numbers for the Florence area. If you live in another area, you might want to check online for these specific numbers. But if not, I encourage you to take the numbers in this video and write them down on a piece of paper that you can keep in your pocket, in your wallet, next to the phone, in your house, and things like that. The number for the Shoals ambulance is 256-381-7900. The number for Florence Fire and Rescue is 256-760-6475. When you need the police in an emergency, call 911. If you need the police in a non-emergency, you can call the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office at 256-760-5757. The number for poison control is 800-222-1222. Here's what my emergency contact list looks like. I put mine on the refrigerator door so I could easily find it if I needed it. Great job, guys. You just finished the videos on first aid. Now you should have a better understanding of first aid, calling 911, the difference between emergencies and not emergencies, and so much more. I'm so proud of you. And the last thing before this video ends is we are going to review the key terms or the key words from the first aid videos. On Thursday, we'll talk about something new. The first key term is first aid, and that just means that it is the help given to a sick or hurt person until full medical treatment is available. The second term is life-threatening emergency, and these are injuries such as severe bleeding, unconsciousness, no breathing or difficulty breathing, and no pulse. The next is minor injury, and these are just injuries such as small scrapes, cuts, and burns. The next key term is non-life-threatening emergency, and these are injuries such as a broken bone, a sprain, allergic reactions, etc. Major wounds are things such as deep cuts, a broken bone through the skin, car accident wounds, and much more. The last key term is 911, and that's the emergency number used in the United States. Alright, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for Thursday's video, and I hope you guys have a great day.